Coffee in a paper cup, change in the ashtray, gaslight flirting on half-tank kind of Sunday. Black dog in the backseat, nose on the window glass. Last night's fight still hanging, some things burn, some things pass. I ain't rich, but I ain't empty. Got a little left to lose, little left to learn. Every mile marker preaching gently. This old road's got a way to turn. Yeah, this old road's got a way to turn. Your sweater on the floorboard, sleeve in a coffee stain. Radio preacher talking about letting go of blame. I practice my apology under the engine's hum. Words feel heavy in my mouth, but lighter than the ones I've done. I ain't rich, but I ain't empty. Got a little left to lose, little left to learn. Every mile marker preaching gently. This old road's got a way to turn. Maybe love's just small decisions like turning back instead of driving on, pulling over at that exit sign where your name is written on the dawn. Coffee in a paper cup, change in the ashtray, gaslight flirting on half-tank kind of Sunday. Black dog in the backseat, nose on the window glass. Last night's fight still hanging, some things burn, some things pass. I ain't rich, but I ain't empty. Got a little left to lose, little left to learn. Every mile marker preaching gently. This old road's got a way to turn. Yeah, this old road's got a way to turn. Your sweater on the floorboard, sleeve in a coffee stain. Radio preacher talking about letting go of blame. I practice my apology under the engine's hum. Words feel heavy in my mouth, but lighter than the ones I've done. Maybe love's just small decisions, like turning back instead of driving on, pulling over at that exit sign where your name is written on the dawn. Met you where the blacktop turned back into sand. Sun on a rusted sign that just read Borderland. You had a red kerchief and a coffee in your hand. Said you're driving north or south. I said, anywhere you can. Brass on the borderline. Your hair in that dry wind. You laugh like you knew how the story'd end. Two hearts in a heartland, too stubborn to bend. Brass on the borderline. Play that tune again. You talked about a brother, I talked about my scars. We skipped the pretty chapters, went straight to who we are. You drew a line in dust with the heel of your boot. Said love out here is simple, it's either false or true. Boy, that brass on borderline. Night rolling slow, truck stop glow, trumpets cut sharp through the radio. I touched your hand once, you didn't pull away, just said drive straight, don't drip, and maybe we'll stay. Brass on the borderline. Brass on the borderline. Met you out past Laredo, dust on your boots, sun in your hair. You said I don't need saving. I said I ain't here to repair. We walked that long wide shoulder, trucks roaring by like some parade. Your laugh cut clean through the engine noise, like it already knew my name. You're my borderline Valentine, half in the dark, half in my life. One foot on the gas, one on goodbye, but you keep my compass pointed right. I don't beg, I don't bargain, still I'd cross that painted line for your hand in the harsh daylight. My borderline Valentine. You drink your coffee black as midnight, count your scars like dollar bills, say love turns men into beggars, then smile like you might love it still. We don't talk about forever, just who drives and who buys fuel. But every mile your shoulder leans feels like breaking my own rules. You're my borderline Valentine, half in the dark, half in my life. One foot on the gas, one on goodbye, but you keep my compass pointed right. I don't beg, I don't bargain, still I'd cross that painted line for your hand in the harsh daylight. My borderline Valentine. If you pull off at the exit, say, this is where I walk alone. I'll keep my voice steady, like a man who always knows his road. But deep down in my rib cage, where I never let it show, your name will march in circles, trumpets blazing soft and low. Met you in a border town bar, dust on your boots, map in your hand. You said, I ain't lost, I'm just pausing. Then you laughed like you'd rehearsed that line. I watched you count crumpled bills, coffee, not whiskey, that night. You talked about crossing, about starting. I just listened, tried to look like stone. Love made me borderline brave. You drew a line, I stepped over anyway. One hand on your suitcase, one on your face, heart steady as a drum in my chest. Love made me borderline brave. I didn't ask if it made any sense. I just said, if you run, I run. That's it. That's all. That's us. Raised on dust and fences, I was raised on rules and fields. You said, I don't need saving, stranger. I said, good, I'm not here for that deal. We walked past dogs and diesel, street vendors packing up the day. Your shoulder brushed mine just once. Suddenly every choice felt the same. Love made me borderline brave. You drew a line, I stepped over anyway. One hand on your suitcase, one on your face, heart steady as a drum in my chest. You drew a little star on my hand, said this is north when you forget. I said I only lose my way when it ain't towards you yet. So if they ask where I belong, Tell them I crossed my own line, left my old name in the rear view, took yours, made it part of mine. Love made me borderline brave. Love made me borderline brave. Met you straddling a bar stool, booty heel hooked on that rail. Poker chips in your front pocket, eyes that already seen hell. You said I ain't needing saving, I said that ain't in my plans. We just sat there trading glances like two outlaws showing hands. You're my borderline Valentine, halfway mine, halfway gone, like a red sun bleeding on the county line. Right before it moves on, I don't beg and you don't promise, but you still keep crossing my mind. So I hold that line like a soldier does for my borderline Valentine. We don't talk much about forever, just the next long stretch of road. You roll your shirt sleeves past the scar line, say some things you don't need to know. I just nod, pay the check, walk you out past closing time. Every step's a quiet question, every touch a warning sign. You're the line Valentine, halfway mine, halfway gone, like a red sun bleeding on the county line. Right before it moves on, I don't beg and you don't promise, but you still keep crossing my mind. So I hold that line. I ain't the kneeling kind, I stand where I said I would stand. But you show up in that worn out denim, and I bend as far as a proud man can. If loving you's a losing battle, then let 'em write that on my stone. At the edge of her leaving, he held his post, and he never walked home. Oh, my borderline Valentine, my borderline Valentine. Woke up to a coffee ring on a note you left last spring.
still stuck to the fridge with that magnet duck. Be back soon, that's all it said. Been 6 months of empty bed, and a porch light burning like it still got love. And I got a half-tank heart and a beat-up Ford, rust on the wheel, your name in the door. Radio stuck on that leaving song, wipers dragging your goodbye along. Yeah, this half-tank heart keeps rolling slow past your turn-off sign that I still know. I don't turn in, I just drive on past on a half-tank heart and a whole lot of past. Your flannel's on the second hook, receipts in a grocery book, all the little ghosts of the life we planned. Neighbors ask if you're alright, say you're fine, just out of sight. Change the subject, clear my throat, stare at my hands, and on. Maybe you're halfway to the ocean, maybe you're 2 doors down the street. Either way, I'm stuck in motion, boots on gravel, same old beat. Black coffee, diner off the interstate, name tag hanging sideways, said Rosalie in faded paint. You laughed at my old boots, asked you run or do you stay. I said I've been headed somewhere till you slowed me down today. Trumpets on the wind sound like they're calling me home. Your dark eyes saying come in to a life I've never known. Heart beating like footsteps on a long dirt road I've been.
trumpets on the wind. You took your break on the back step, shared a smoke and family names, said your daddy loved his ranch, but lost the house and kept the shame. You said men talk like thunder, then they vanish with the rain. I set my hat beside your knee, said I'm not leaving if you stay. Years later in that same booth, our boy drawing on a napkin, you refill my empty cup, smile like you can't believe it happened. Outside there's a church band playing, brass floating through the glass. I squeeze your hand, you look up, like the first time all over again.
Met you in a barroom, border town. One gaslight you laughed at my Spanish, said, boy, you tried. Cards on the table, boots by the door. You asked what I was running from, I stared at the floor. I'm on the borderline in my boots, halfway yours, halfway gone. One hand on my leaving and holding on. You say love is simple, I say love's the hardest truth, baby. I'm standing right here on the borderline in my boots. We built a little house, white paint, tin roof, rain, coffee in the dawn light. You breading through my chain. Your father called me outlaw, your sister called me kind. You just called me stubborn man with trouble in his mind. Packed one small suitcase, set it by the door, said I ain't gonna beg you to choose me anymore. And I didn't move a muscle, but my heartbeat marched in place. I loved you like a secret, you needed it said to your face. Yeah, I needed it said to your face. You left your boots by the front door mat, said I need space, and that was that. I didn't beg, didn't block your way, just stacked your letters in a coffee can safe. I've been marching back to you, one quiet day at a time, heel toe straight through the blue, holding this line, heart on my sleeve like a badge, stealing my voice, it's true. World can pull, it can push, it can drag. I'll be marching back to you. I cut the fence on that stubborn land, turn rock and dust with these two hands. I set one plate at an empty chair, say grace out loud like you're still there. I've been marching back to you. Trumpets crying in the Sunday sun sound like questions that can't be undone. If you come walking down that old dirt lane, you'll hear my boots keeping that same refrain. I'll be marching back to you.
Coffee in a gas station cup still tastes like last July. Sun creeping over that two-lane line, bugs on the windshield shine. You left your coat on the backseat hook and a map folded wrong by the door. I keep reaching for your hand at the window, like it might still be there. Dust on the dashboard, your name in the rear view, rattle in the glove box like it somehow knows the truth. Radio low, same old station, playing what we used to do. Dust on the dashboard, but I still drive like I'm with you. That old blue sign says 41 miles to the town we never reached. We turned around for a thunderstorm, never made it back east. Every mile marker feels like a line you underline. I talk out loud to the empty seat just to keep you in time. Dust on the dashboard, your name in the rear view, rattle in the glove box like it somehow knows the truth. Radio low, same old station, playing what we used to do. Dust on the dashboard. Oh, maybe I should wash this truck,
Sweep out your ticket stubs, your hair ties that recede. But if I wipe your fingerprints, what's left of you riding here with me? Dust on the dashboard, dust on the dashboard.
Pulled up late, dust on my boots, same road, same town. Your porch light cut through the dark like it on the ground. You stood there, arms crossed, chin high, not backing down. We're both proud, but I came to stay, not just turn around. I'm on this borderline devotion, one step from walking, one from falling at your door. Heart steady like a slow burn ocean, calm on the surface, but it's pounding in the core. If loving you's a war with my emotion, I'll march in time and hold that line once more. Said talk, I just nodded, slipped off my hat. Truth comes slow for a man who's carried all that past. Your eyes sharp, reading every flinch. I tried to mask, you want proof, so I lay it out, nothing left to stack. I'm on this borderline devotion, one step from walking, one from falling at your door. Heart steady like a slow burn ocean, calm on the surface, but it's pounding in the core. If loving you's a war with my emotion, I'll march in time and hold that line once more. I don't beg, I don't bluff, I tell you straight, I'm not giving up. If you need space, I'll hold my ground. Same old boots on this same old town. Met you straddling a bar stool, boot heel hooked on that rail, poker chips in your front pocket, eyes that'll already seen hell. You said I ain't needing saving, I said that ain't in my plans. We just sat there trading glances like two outlaws showing hands. You're my borderline Valentine, halfway mine, halfway gone, like a red sun bleeding on the county line. Right
really does for my borderline Valentine. We don't talk much about forever, just the next long stretch of road. You roll your shirt sleeves past the scar line, say some things you don't need to know. I just knock, pay the check, walk you out past closing time. Every step's a quiet question, every touch a warning sign. You're my borderline Valentine, halfway mine, halfway gone, like a red sun bleeding on the county line. Right before it moves on, I don't beg and you don't promise, but you still keep crossing my mind. I ain't the kneeling kind, I stand where I said I would stand. But you show up in that worn out denim, and I bend as far as a proud man can. If loving you's a losing battle, then let 'em write that on my stone. At the edge of her leaving, he held his post and he never walked home. You're my borderline Valentine, halfway mine. Met you out past Laredo, dust on your boots, sun in your hair. You said I don't need saving, I said I ain't here to repair. We walked that long white shoulder, trucks roaring by like some parade. Your laugh cut clean through the engine noise, like it already knew my name. You're my borderline Valentine, half in the dark, half in my life. One foot on the gas, one on goodbye, but you keep my compass pointed right. I don't beg, I don't bargain, still I'd cross that painted line for your hand in the harsh daylight. My borderline Valentine. You drink your coffee black as midnight, count your scars like dollar bills. Say love turns men into beggars, then smile like you might love it still. We don't talk about forever, just who drives and who buys fuel. But every mile your shoulder leans feels like breaking my own rules. You're my borderline Valentine, half in the dark, half in my life. One foot on the gas, one on goodbye, but you keep my compass pointed right. If you pull off at the exit, say, this is where I walk alone.
I'll keep my voice steady, like a man who always knows his road. But deep down in my rib cage, where I never let it show, your name will march in circles, trumpets blazing soft and low.
Borderline Valentine, borderline Valentine, borderline Valentine. Met you out past the grain elevator, dust on your boots, sun in your eyes. You said I don't chase fairy tale stranger. I said good, I just tell the truth most nights. You lean back on that rusted tailgate, picked the splinter out your hand, didn't speak. Wine turned your hair into wild complaint. You smiled once, stay with me all week. Your leather and roses, wild and composed, soft when you hold me, sharp when you close. I don't beg, I don't bend, I just showed her what I chose. Standing here steady, loving your leather and roses. You don't ask where I go in the morning, you just taste the coffee, not once let me ride. I don't dig through your old hard stories, we just walk that fence line side by side. Some men need fireworks shouting confession, I take the quiet wars, the tide held confession. Your hand on my wrist, that's the loudest it gets, and I hear it like thunder every time it hits. Your leather and roses, wild and composed, soft when you hold me, sharp when you close. I don't beg, I don't bend, I just showed her what I chose. Standing here steady, loving your leather and roses. Met you south of Laredo, dust on your boots, chin held high. You laughed like you'd seen it all, but your hand still shook when you poured my ride. You said love was a long shot wager, house always wins in the end. I just nodded, kept my silence, but my pulse kicked hard like a marching band. Borderline heart, stuck on the fence, half in the fire, half in defense. You lean in close, then you pull apart. I stand my ground with this borderline heart. We drove out past the last gas station when pulling secrets from your hair. You said, I don't promise anyone nothing. I said, I don't scare easy, I just stare. Moon hung low over rusted fences. Coyotes yelled behind the range. You traced maps on my open palm, like you're planning how to leave but wanting change. You draw that line in the desert sand, step across, then you step back again. I'm not begging, I'm not breaking, I just keep my boots right where I am. If you cross that line and stay this time, I'll meet you with both hands open wide. If you turn away, I still won't chase, but this steady flame won't flicker or hide. Met you south of Laredo, dust on your boots, chin held high. You laughed like you'd seen it all, but your hand still shook when you poured my ride. You said love was a long shot wager, house always wins in the end. I just nodded, kept my silence, but my pulse kicked hard like a marching band. Borderline heart, stuck on the fence, half in the fire, half in defense. You lean in close, then you pull apart. I stand my ground with this borderline heart. Past the last gas station, when pulling secrets from your hair. You said, I don't promise anyone nothing. I said, I don't scare easy, I just stare. Moon hung low over rusted fences. Coyotes yelled behind the range. You traced maps on my open palm, like you're planning how to leave, but wanting change. Borderline heart, stuck on the fence, half in the fire, half in defense. You lean in close, then you pull apart. I stand my ground with this borderline heart. You draw that line in the desert sand, time I'll meet you with both hands open wide. If you turn away, I still won't chase, but this steady flame won't flicker or hide.
Coffee in a chip blue cup, boots by the back door, half laced up, same old truck in the gravel drive, radio humming, keeps me alive. Got gravel in my voice and dust on my jeans, a heart full of maybe and busted up dreams. I ain't running fast, but I'm still on my way, walking this straight line, crooked kind of day. Paycheck's thin, but it still folds twice. Neighbor's dog barks at the same porch light. Mail in the box, just bills and ads. Mama writes calls, says she hears I'm sad. Got gravel in my voice and dust on my jeans, a heart full of maybe and busted up dreams. I ain't running fast, but I'm still on my way, walking this straight line, crooked kind of day. Chase fame, I chase quiet roads, call them by name, talk low, walk slow, let the world spin past. If it's meant to stay, it'll stay, it'll last. Coffee in a chip blue cup, boots by the back door, half laced up, same old truck in the gravel drive, radio humming, keeps me alive. Got gravel in my voice and dust on my jeans, a heart full of maybe and busted up dreams. I ain't running fast, but I'm still on my way, walking this straight line, crooked kind of day. Paycheck's thin, but it still folds twice. Neighbor's dog barks at the same porch light. Mail in the box, just bills and dash. Mama writes calls, says she hears I'm sad. Gavel in my voice, dust on my jeans, a heart it's meant to stay. It'll stay, it'll last.
Set your keys on the table, said so. Is this all of them? Years of small apartments, fights over dollar bill, 2 cheap cups in the cupboard, 1 big love that never chills. I hear trumpets in the distance, like a flag on a far-off hill, calling me to stand my ground or saddle up, chase that thrill. If this is war, I won't run from it. If this is love, I'll enlist. Trumpets in the distance sound like you when we first kissed. You talked about the offer, some job in another town, better schools, cleaner air, same fears. Said out loud, I stared at the kitchen window, cracks in the old screen door. Thought of us at the county fair, you laughing, wanting more. I'm tired of half-packed boxes, of almost leaving, almost stay. Pick a road, I'll walk beside you, but I won't watch us fade away. You said, say what you're really thinking. I said I already did. Every scar on these rough hands spells your name, plain as it is.